Hello, everyone, and welcome into another episode of the Fumble Sports Daily Show. So wonderful to have you. It is a Friday, everybody, and thank God it's Friday because we've got a lot of sports, a full MLB slate, a bunch of WNBA games. We have NASCAR to look forward to, Formula One to look forward to, a great card in the UFC this Saturday night. So we've got a loaded show for you, a lot to get into. Hope you are excited about it, because I certainly am. We have 2 hours of show coming at you, so make sure you get in your celebrity shot picks. Make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you're following. Hit the like button. Do all the things you're supposed to do, because you're a great audience here at Fumble Sports. Let's get to work, everybody. As always, we do our disclaimer. Fumble Sports isn't a sports book. We're not endorsed by any sports book. We're here for good sports talk, good sports conversation, research, picks, whether it's sports gambling or daily fantasy sports. But we're here for fun, entertainment, and knowledge to hopefully inform you guys so you can get the most out of your Friday sports viewing experience. Now that we've covered that, let's go to our rundown for today's show. For this July 7th show, we'll be reviewing our plays from yesterday. We'll check on the July Celebrity Shot Contest records. Do we have a new leader? We'll see in just a moment. We'll rant about Britney Spears and Victor Wembanyama, Tom Brady and Kim Kardashian, and we'll also talk a little bit about the future of Shohei Ohtani. We'll answer, of course, your fantasy baseball questions. We'll answer your sports betting questions. We'll do the research right on our screen so you can see why we're giving you the advice that we are. We'll give out a lot of picks. We do our research every single day before the show. I got my laptop loaded up, my notes loaded up. We have so many picks for you guys. Make sure you're hitting that live goal confetti. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 MLB games. 19 picks for MLB games. I have 4 WNBA picks to give out, and that doesn't even include the player props we're going to get into. So we have so many picks to share with you guys. Make sure you're hitting that confetti throughout the show. Of course, we'll also do our Immaculate Grid for the day. We'll do our daily trivia, and our UFC expert, our UFC picker, Mr. Octagon, will join us in the second hour of the show. So if you're excited about this international card on Saturday night, make sure you stay with us throughout the show, because he's going to join us and give you his plays. Now, let's look how we did over yesterday's results. We'll slide on down to the bottom here. Our July 6th results, not great. We can certainly do better. Went 12-7 on our MLB game picks, 13-17 on the props. The props just didn't hit like we wanted to yesterday, but we were redeemed a little bit, going 3-0 in the WNBA. The parlays didn't hit. That's what really hurt us. 3-5. 1 for 9 on our long ball long shots of the day. 1 for 6 in our stealing is sharing. And you guys went 18-14. Thank you so much, Macy Toru. We've got picks to give out. Just because that confetti, it's getting all up in my hair, so I got to give out some picks to say thank you. You're the best, Macy Toru. And by the way, speaking of Macy Toru, we'll get to Macy Toru in just 1 second. Macy Toru went 1-0 yesterday. Chris Roberts went 2-0. Mike Oxlong went 2-0. Albert Einstein had a good day going 2-0. Caesar went 2-0. So, updated celebrity shot records up here on the board for you. You can see Albert Einstein now 4 wins, and Carhone 2 wins. Big Dave has 3, but Caesar, Chris Roberts, Dante, Joe Warren, Jorge, Mike Oxlong, and Zodwick are all in 3rd place right now with 6 wins in the month of July. LRK 425 and Tito's Full Send, they're in 2nd place with 7 wins in the month of July. But Macy Toru remains the leader thus far in our Celebrity Shot contest. So everybody, you know who you're gunning for. Macy Toru with 9 wins, almost halfway there. It's getting interesting now that we're getting a week into the month of July. Guys, just because you may not be up to 6, 7, 9 wins, don't hesitate to join the competition. This is sports betting. A lot can happen over the next few days. So get in your celebrity shot picks. We'll be putting them all up on the board. Now that we've taken care of all of that, let's get to work on today's action, everybody, because it is a Friday. We are excited about the work we're about to put in. So everybody, make sure that you're watching. Make sure you're hitting that like button. And of course, get those celebrity shot picks in, everybody. Let's clear out our big board. And let's get to work. And I'm going to drop a bunch of picks right now to say thank you to Macy Toru for hooking us up with that confetti. So before I get to your celebrity shot picks, I'm going to be giving out some plays that I like. So everybody, let's get to work. First one I'm going to give out is going to be, I'm going to take, thinking about which one's my favorites. I'll just start at the top. I'll take Blue Jays, Tigers, yes to a run in the first inning. I will take Tigers, first 5 money line, and I will take the Tigers on the money line as well. I'm going to drop a bunch of picks because Macy Toru just put me in a great mood dropping all that confetti. So we're going to give out more than just 4 picks. I will also take the Phillies on the money line. I will take the Rangers on the money line. So those are 5 picks that we've just given out to start the show. Like I said, I have so many picks to give out. That is just the tip of the iceberg. So everybody, get settled in, get comfortable, get a snack, because we got work to do. Don't want to be picking on an empty stomach. Let's get to your celebrity shot picks. LRK425. By the way, big shout out to all those watching TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Make sure you're hitting the like button no matter the platform. Make sure you subscribe no matter the platform. Make sure you're a part of this Butt Fumble Sports community. By the way, I know we have a share as well, LRK425. Thank you for sharing. We'll get to a stolen base pick. But first, I want to put your celebrity shot pick up on the board. So let's get LRK425 up on the board, taking Red Sox on the money line and taking Diamondbacks on the money line. 2 interesting plays and 2 plays that I like. I'm actually going to put those up on my board as well. I'm dropping picks like crazy on you guys right now. I am also with you. I like Red Sox, first 5 on the money line, Red Sox on the money line, and I'm also Diamondbacks. I would also take first 5 on the money line and Diamondbacks on the money line. Guys, if you don't notice, I am in a pick-giving mood right now. I am dropping a ton of picks on you quickly to start the show. Hope you guys are appreciating it, because I am all about helping you guys out on this Friday. Who's pumped? Like, who's excited for the weekend? I am so excited. Let's get going. Okay, you also shared the channel. Every time you guys share the channel, I give out a player I think is going to get a stolen base. Let's start it. I'm going to go with Trey Turner. Trey Turner's the first one I'm going to go with today. Let's quickly look at him. I hope you guys have amazing weekend plans. Should be a great weekend of sports. And by the way, don't have a loaded week next week because of the MLB All-Star Game, so enjoy the sports while you can. Let's look at Trey Turner today on over half a stolen base. 31% implied probability, really strong. Sandy Alcantara not good at holding runners. Can I get him on over half a hit? Nope. Can I get him on 1.5 bases? I can, but it's not a strong play. So Turner, maybe the only one that I would take. I'd consider the single. I would consider the over half a single. I looked at this prior to the show, and it is a good trend, going off in 8 of the last 10 games. In his career stats against Sandy Alcantara, Trey Turner has really good numbers. So I would take him on over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, but I also want to take him on over half a single. So let me throw that one up on the board for you. Trey Turner over half a single. Our first player prop bet of the day. Also going to look at hits, runs, RBIs. It's set at 1.5. Really strong trend of late. And like I showed you, great numbers against Sandy Alcantara. So we'll put that one on the board as well. Over 1.5 hits, plus runs, plus RBIs. Okay, let's get to more of your celebrity shots, because I know a bunch of you have dropped those in the pick. Macy Toru, let's put you at the top of the board because you are the current leader. Macy Toru, trying to get to over 10 wins in the month of July. Masataka Yoshida and Anthony Rizzo over half an RBI. Love those plays. Masataka Yoshida over half an RBI, and Anthony Rizzo over half an RBI. Let's look at those really quick. Let's see if we're tailing on those. Masataka Yoshida, looking at him on over half an RBI. 62% on the under. Not necessarily saying it's a bad play, though. Luis Medina, the right-handed pitcher. Masataka Yoshida has been very good against right-handed pitching, especially at home. You can see against right-handed pitching a .315 average this year, 8 home runs, 32 RBIs. Not a bad play. I don't think I would take the RBI. I'm not going to discourage it. I actually think it easily could cash. But can I get him on 1.5 bases? That's probably the play for me. Or hits, runs, RBIs. How about that? Oh, it's set at 2.5. Yeah, so I'm going to stick with the 1.5 bases. I like this one. Again, the implied probability doesn't suggest it's a good play, so you guys might not want to tail me on this, but it's coming in at plus 105. It's hit in 5 straight games against a right-handed pitcher. I am going to take this one. It's not one that I had prior to the show, so I put the asterisk next to it. Masataka Yoshida over 1.5 bases. I'm also going to quickly look at what we can get Anthony Rizzo. You asked about you requested the over half an RBI for your celebrity shot. That's coming in at 40%. Not a great play. Can I get over half a hit? Yes, I can. It's against Jameson Taillon. I actually really like this play against Taillon lifetime in his career. Rizzo actually doesn't have spectacular numbers. Again, so over half a hit. Play it safe. Not a leg of a parlay at minus 175. I will take it, but it's over half a hit, not over half an RBI for me. In fact, can I get it on over half a base just to see if we can play it as safely as possible? No. So it'll have to be over half a hit is the play for Anthony Rizzo for me. By the way, Mike'em5, thank you so much for following us on Twitch. If you're watching on Kick, Twitch, YouTube, or on TikTok Live, make sure you're subscribing, make sure you're following, and of course, share your comments, your celebrity shot picks. That's what we're here for. Let's get to more of your celebrity shot picks. Joe Warren with what is probably the #1 play of the day in terms of probability. Cody Bellinger, over half a hit. I saw this one a little bit earlier. If we just look at the implied probability on the over, I think Cody Bellinger is up there. Oh, not quite, actually. Funny enough, Chris Bryant is. But that said, I think this is a really strong play. Cody Bellinger, over half a hit, 58% implied probability again. What do we call this, everybody, when we see this much green all on our screen? We call it a lawn. This much green, that's a grass growing right there. He has been on a hot streak with hits. This is coming in at minus 140. So I definitely would take this one. In fact, he's actually someone that I liked on a stolen base today, so I did like him on over half a hit. And again, not a leg of a parlay. I like Cody Bellinger on a stolen base as well. I'll show you what the odds are for that one. Cody Bellinger on a stolen base. He's actually very good getting stolen bases, especially against especially against left-handed pitching. Carlos Rodon making his Yankees debut. Over half a stolen bases, 15% implied probability, but you could get it at 580, so just be mindful of that. Let me just quickly show you the weather across Major League Baseball today. This is the website ballparkpal.com. That's ballparkpal.com. Great website for baseball fans. Can help you with fantasy lineups, game simulations, and of course, looking at the weather so we get a good understanding of how runs, home runs, and extra base hits will be in terms of their probability. You're seeing that Rangers-Nationals game is up on the home runs and the RBIs. If we go down, home runs in that Yankee game, but not to the short porch, to left field. So not necessarily a great play for left-handed hitters today. Right-handed hitters actually might be better. Carlos Rodon, left-handed pitcher against some right-handed hitters in that Cubs lineup, might be something you want to look at, just putting it out there. But we don't have the crazy weather numbers that we had like a week ago. Certainly some games in which we could see the unders hitting. I'm specifically looking at that Rockies-Giants game. Likelihood of home runs way down in that one. So overall, across the board, Don't expect this to be a very high-scoring day across Major League Baseball. There might be a few games that get into the double digits, but I don't expect this to be one of the great offensive days of the year. Just being mindful of that, putting that out there as we talk about our plays. That said, let's get to more of your celebrity shot picks. By the way, Macy Toru, so appreciate the comment about our content. Appreciate you putting in your celebrity shot pick and joining us every single day around your work schedule. And guys, in case you've missed it the last few days, because I know this show is in the middle of the day, you guys are working, you have lives, we are also going to be live at night now. But Fumble Sports is going to have a nightly show. It's going to be most of the time it's going to be on TikTok Live. We might also have it sometimes on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. But make sure you guys are following and subscribing on TikTok Live. That way you know every time we're live. The night shows are less about gambling, more us ranting about sports, talking fantasy football, talking about how our bets do while the games are going on. So again, make sure you're hitting that follow button. Again, make sure you hit that follow button here, and that way you know every time Butt Fumble Sports is live. Let's get Joe Warren's second celebrity shot pick up on the board, and then we'll jump over to YouTube to see how the celebrity shot picks are over there. Cody Bellinger was the first one for Joe Warren. Corey Seager is your second one, and you're taking over 2.5 bases. We cashed on this at 1.5 bases yesterday. Corey Seager has been scorching hot. 3 hits yesterday. He has been incredibly hot. That said, can we get him today on over bases? It's 2.5. 62% on the under. Not crazy about it. Hits, runs, RBIs. It's 2.5. The over actually does have the strong implied probability here, interestingly enough. Bradford, the starter. How many innings are you going to get out of him if you're a Washington Nationals fan? Probably not that many. Against right-handed pitcher, Trevor Williams is the starter for the Nationals today. Corey Seager, lifetime. Not great numbers against him. Just putting that out there. Doesn't have great numbers lifetime against Williams. So someone you may not want to jump on the same way we did over the last few days at Fenway Park. That said, the likelihood of overall runs is up. I may consider over half an RBI or over half a run for Corey Seager. I could see that being a better play. Look at over half a run. This is cashed in 5 straight games, 7 of the last 10. It's going off at minus 165. I'll throw this one up on my big board, not one I expected to take, but Corey Seager over half a run. And again, I'm kind of doing this. This is kind of a reverse engineering for a hits, runs, RBIs play. I can't get it at 1.5, so I'll actually take over 1.5 bases. It's 2.5 bases. I'll take over half a single, which is cashed in 7 of 10 games, and I'll take over half a run. I think Corey Seager will be involved in the offense. Do I think he'll get to 2.5 bases? Maybe. 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs? Maybe. But I want to play it a little bit safer. Over half a single, over half a run. Both of those are standalone plays. They're not at the minus 200 threshold to be a leg of a parlay. So just a couple that we're thinking of. Joe Warren, thank you so much for sharing the channel. We did have 2 players up there for stolen bases already. We'll also throw Ronald Acuna Jr. up there. This is a no-brainer for me. Ronald Acuna Jr. to get a stolen base. And the reason this is a no-brainer, Tyler Glasnow on the mound, really long motion, really long stride, high leg kick, not good at holding runners. So Ronald Acuna Jr., no-brainer. Take him on the stolen base. 37% implied probability. You're getting it at plus 168. Not great. How about 1.5 bases? Yes, we can, but not a great play as it looks, actually. Hits, runs, RBIs is a great play. This is cashed at a lawnage-like rate. 100% of the time over the last 10 games. This is cashing like nobody's business. So I'm not going to be disappointed this is only at 1.5. Jumping on board with it, everybody. So let's get to work right here. Let's get Ronald Acuna Jr. over 1.5 bases up on the board. That's hits, runs, RBIs. Hits plus runs plus RBIs. That's the play we like. Had the better implied probability. Has cashed in 10 straight games. Lifetime against Tyler Glasnow. Ronald Acuna Jr. is 0 for 2. Not really sweating it. So, more plays up on the board there for you, everybody. Now, Albert Einstein, I'll get to your celebrity shot pick in a second, but we got to get to Dante. Dante's been waiting patiently. Dante, your celebrity shot pick, you are putting Hunter Brown up there and Corey Jukes. So let's get to work with that. Dante is taking Hunter Brown. And what are you taking Hunter Brown at with the strikeouts? You're taking over 5.5 strikeouts. Very interesting. Over 5.5 strikeouts. And you're also taking Corey Jukes. Over half a single. Over half a single. Some Houston Astros plays there from Dante. Let's go look at those really quick. Didn't have my eye on either one of those players. So let's quickly look at Hunter Brown. Let's look at the strikeouts. The implied probability, first of all, I'm seeing it at 6.5, so let us know where you're seeing the 5.5. Dante, I'm seeing a 6.5, and I'm seeing the under as the better play. I understand if you could get it at 5.5, why you'd take it. I certainly understand it. Is there an alternative line? 5.5 coming off at minus 215, so yeah, we'll let you have that. There you go. So minus 215, that's a play that we certainly allow. That falls under the threshold. So, interesting play. Has been decently cashy. Let's look at it at home. 3 out of the last 4. I'm not going to take this one, but not a bad play. Not a bad play. Very interesting to see what Dante's thrown up there. Let's look at Corey Jukes really quick. Corey Jukes to get a single, over half a single, 47% implied probability. It has hit in 4 straight games. Very interesting. You're taking a couple of risky plays today. Against Luis Castillo, lifetime, Corey Jukes, 0 for 3. So, Dante taking some chances, but that's what he's putting up on the big board for his celebrity shot picks of the day. What would be the best prop for Alec Boehm? Alec Boehm. Let's look at a hit. Over half a hit, 69% implied probability. His stats against Sandy Alcantara, Alec Boehm. No, I see you at 5.5. No issue, Dante. You can see Alec Boehm, really good numbers there. Really good numbers. So this is probably the best play. If you're just asking about it, LRK 425 minus 225. It is a chalky play, but I will throw it up on the board. Alec Boehm over half a hit, leg of a parlay. Can I get over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs? 53% implied probability. So there you see it. Not going to take it, but if you wanted to, that's what you're getting. So there you go, LRK 425. Ahmed Rosario over 1.5 hits. Over 1.5 hits. So Joe Warren is changing his celebrity shot pick. Very interesting. And instead is going with Ahmed Rosario over 1.5 hits. Really? Over 1.5 hits? Not over 1.5 bases. Over 1.5 hits? That's very interesting. Joe Warren, you go from one tough play to another, not necessarily picks that I would take. Ahmed Rosario over 1.5 hits. Wow, only a 39% chance of implied probability on this. If you took it at 1.5 bases, 52% implied probability. If you take hits, runs, RBIs, it's set at 2.5. So very interesting. Can we get him on over half a single? 63%. This is cashed in 7 of the last 10 games. His stats against Daniel Lynch are outstanding, so I understand why you wanted to take him. I'll take him on over half a single, and because it's over half a single, I'm getting it at minus 165. So that's what I'm going to take it at. You can do what you want, but I'll take Ahmed Rosario over half a hit, or over half a single, rather. Not a leg of a parlay for me. If you have a celebrity shot pick Make sure you write in the comment section my celebrity shot or my celebrity pick. Everybody gets two. Everybody gets 2 picks for the day. So if you have a celebrity shot pick that you want up on the board, it is a part of our contest. So make sure you're writing those, just like Zodwick just did. Let's get Zodwick on the board. And again, Zodwick is tied for 3rd place with 6 wins in the month of July. The first to 20 wins wins a free t-shirt from our website, buttfumblesports.com. And by the way, if you don't think you're going to win the contest but still want to cash in on a good deal, go to our store, buy anything in our store, including our t-shirts that we're big fans of, obviously, and you get 20% off if you use the promo code July. Use the code July to get 20% off everything in our store. So there you go, everybody. 20% off everything on buttfumblesports.com. Make sure you use the code July to get that deal. Now, let's get back to Zodwick's pick. Zodwick, putting you up on the board. And the pick that Zodwick's going to go with is Luis Castillo over 5.5 strikeouts. Let's take a look at it. Luis Castillo starting for the Mariners tonight. Can he get the over 5.5 strikeouts that Zodwick needs? 55% implied probability. This is cashed in 9 of the last 10 games. It's been a very good trend. How about head-to-head against the Astros? 1-2. How about over the last 20? Very consistent trend. Like what you're finding here, Zodwick. Now, again, his start earlier this year, not great against the Astros, but I actually like the play. I can understand why you're taking it. I'm willing to ride with this one as well. May not be a popular one. I understand maybe this is a bit tough for you guys to go with. I'm going to go with Luis Castillo over 5.5 as well. The trends are there. I know he didn't have the best start against the Astros in his first time facing them this year, but I like Luis Castillo, the over 5.5 today. Bing bong. There you go. You got your bing bong. And Tito's Full Send shared the channel. So before we get to your celebrity shot pick, Tito's Full Send, let's give out another stolen base play today. I'm doubling down on that Braves-Rays game, but going on the other side, I'm taking Wander Franco against Charlie Morton. Charlie Morton, much like Tyler Glasnow, gives up a lot of walks, long motion, not great at holding runners. Also, both pitchers throw a lot of breaking balls. Those end up in the dirt often. Either way, they're good pitches to run on. Let's look at Wander Franco, over half a stolen base, 24% implied probability. That's sexy. Could get it at plus 320. Love it. Let's take him on over half a hit if available. Yes, it is. And it's been a cashing ticket. 7 out of the last 10. And even better, 7 out of the last 8. So this is a good play. If I look at his lifetime career numbers against against Charlie Morton, he is 0 for 3. So that's why I'm only taking it on the over half a hit. You see it at the minus 219. So it is the leg of a parlay. For all those that are new to the show, first of all, a couple symbols. The bullet point means it's a pick that we had prior to the show. An asterisk means it's something that we found during the show. So 2 different ways that we do our research. And as you'll see at the end of this, Wander Franco, wrong spot. Wander Franco over half a hit. We put these symbols next to this play to let you guys know that this is a leg of a parlay. It's minus 200 or worse. So I'd recommend putting together a parlay. But when you build a parlay, keep it to 3 or 4 legs. Don't go crazy. A 3-4 leg parlay, that'll do plenty to cash you, to put cash in your pocket. Don't get nuts. Don't go chasing that 7, 8, 9 leg parlay. That's just a good way of burning money day in, day out. So anyways, make sure you guys are hitting that live goal confetti. We will give out more of our MLB game picks, and we have WNBA picks as well. We went 3-0 in our WNBA picks yesterday, so make sure you guys are hitting that live goal confetti. Now, we've hit the bottom of the hour, so I just want to quickly rant about something that I saw. So, obviously, the world of sports has been hit by a colossal wave of crazy. A story came out of Vegas that a security guard for Victor Wembanyama slapped Britney Spears. Now, it has since come out that this security guard will not be charged. Victor Wembanyama went in front of the press and gave a perfect explanation of what happened. The camera footage completely backs up what he says, but this just speaks to the craziness that is about to engulf Victor Wembanyama. I don't think he understands the level of superstardom he's about to fall into. I know he was popular before, but he is now the new Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal, Yao Ming of today's NBA. And whether it's Britney Spears or a lot of other crazed fans or other celebrities who want to get close to him, he is now going to be a magnet for crazy stories. And it starts in Vegas with the Summer League. He hasn't even played his first Summer League game yet. That goes off tonight, Friday night, at 9 p.m. on ESPN. But even before he plays one Summer League game, he's already involved in a crazy story with Britney Spears. That just tells you the life that he's about to step into. It's also a reason I think Victor Wembanyama should be so grateful that he got drafted by the San Antonio Spurs. He's not in New York. He's not in Los Angeles. He's not in Miami. He's not in a market in which the media, the attention, the celebrities around him are going to pick at him, get at him, and ultimately break down this wall of security he has around him. I actually think San Antonio is the perfect place for him because even though the fans are going to be crazed, they're going to be rabid to get around him and touch him and have any connection to him, the average celebrity isn't going to San Antonio on some random day. So I think for Victor Wembanyama, Vegas Summer League is probably just a taste of what he's going to get, but it's also a reminder this is why San Antonio is going to be the perfect incubator for this guy. Again, reminder for all of you, Victor Wembanyama makes his Summer League NBA debut tonight. Victor Wembanyama's debut will be at 9 p.m. on ESPN, and if you thought the hype for Victor Wembanyama was only in the media, the average ticket price for Victor Wembanyama's debut tonight, the average ticket price is $96. $96 for a Summer League game. His first ever NBA game, a Summer League game, $96 is the average ticket. Can you imagine what this guy's going to fetch when he goes to Madison Square Garden, when he goes to Staples Center, or whatever they're calling that arena now? Victor Wembanyama is must-see, and you're seeing it in the ticket prices that are coming out in Vegas. Crazy what this guy's going to deliver. And obviously, it's not just Britney Spears or the average fan. Who doesn't want to see Victor Wembanyama right now? So anyways, want to rant about that. Let's get back to work, everybody. Zodwick has another celebrity shot pick to put up on the board. So let's get Zodwick's second pick up on the board. And Zodwick is taking Marcell Ozuna over half a hit. Marcell Ozuna over half a hit. Let's check on that one. 61% implied probability. What do we call this, everybody? We call this a lawn. This is so much greenage. This is some lawnage right here. You're getting it at minus 154. Again, the matchup is with Tyler Glasnow. How has Ozuna done against Glasnow lifetime? He's 1 for 3, so he's got the one hit that gives us a little bit of confidence. So we will take this one as well. Tailing you on both of your plays, Zodwick. Hope we don't weigh you down by the tailage. But that said, Marcell Ozuna over half a hit. Let's ride. Guys, if you want more of our picks, you know what to do. We have hit 4,000 likes, so we have another long ball. We actually have 2 long ball long shots of the day to give out. We've had 4,000 likes. We haven't done all of our work yet. Okay, first one I'm going to give out. Let's stick with that Braves Rays game. Let's take Matt Olson on over half a home run. That's an easy one. I think most of you guys at this point understand that Matt Olson is a bomb hitter. Guy drops bombs. He's just got a great home run swing. Too bad he won't be in the home run derby, but no big deal. 24% implied probability on the home run. Plus 320. By the way, you guys have gotten us up to 6,000 likes, and IP Shade hit the confetti. You guys are rocking it today. You're clearly in that Friday mood, just like me. We'll also take Matt Olson on over half a hit, 65% implied probability. This has gone off at 7 out of the last 10 games. This is cashed. So let's get Matt Olson over half a hit up on the board. And like I just showed you guys, not a leg of a parlay. So a really good play over half a hit. Let's get another long ball, long shot of the day up on the board. I'm going to take Byron Buxton. Byron Buxton to hit a home run. Let's go do our research on it. Byron Buxton of the Minnesota Twins. Looking for him to hit a dinger today. 26% implied probability. You could get it at plus 285. How about over a half a hit? Is that available? Yes, it is. Not cashing nearly as consistently as Matt Olson, but has been good over the last 6 games. So, we'll take that over the last 7 games. So I will take that. Over a half a hit, minus 225. So interesting, Matt Olson, who had been red hot, he doesn't have a leg of a parlay play on his over half a hit, but Byron Buxton does. Over half a hit, leg of a parlay symbols put there. Also, just want to show you his lifetime stats against Cole Irvin. Byron Buxton, 1 for 2. 1 for 2. No home run, but just showing it to you. If you took him on over 1.5 bases, I wouldn't think that's a bad play either. That's going off at 49%. Don't think it's a terrible play. Hits, runs, RBIs, 1.5. 57% implied probability. Again, I just like Byron Buxton today. I think that's a really strong play. Just checking the weather really quick. That Minnesota game, yes, the likelihood of home runs is not high in that Minnesota game, but it's blowing out right to the spot we like for Byron Buxton. So do like the opportunity to take him today along with Matt Olson to hit a home run. Now we have another pick to give out because IP Shade 45, thanks for the confetti. Every time you guys drop confetti, we drop a pick. So with that said, let's give out another pick. And the one we're going to go to is actually going to surprise you guys, I think. Reds, Brewers, no run in the first inning. No run in the first inning. The implied probability that I have on a run in the first inning is 45.4%. So I'm actually going to take no run in the first inning on that one. However, I will give out another stolen base play. It is that special time of the show. This is brought to you by Braxton Brewery in Cincinnati. And every time I say that, you know I'm talking about a Cincinnati Red. And you know who it's going to be. Ellie De La Cruz, everybody. Ellie De La Cruz. He got us that stolen base yesterday. We're going right back to the well. By the way, as we do this, if you guys are in Cincinnati, go check out Braxton Brewery. Great beer, great place to hang out, and of course, a great place for Cincinnati sports fans. Let's look at Ellie De La Cruz. Over half a stolen base, 38% implied probability. You could get it at plus 165. This ticket's getting harder and harder to get at good odds because he's been so consistently swiping bags. Now, can we get him on over half a hit? Yes, we can, and he's turned it back on. Remember when he was slumping? Yeah, not so much anymore. He's really turned it on. 6 out of his last 8, he's gotten a hit. So I will take Ellie De La Cruz over half a hit. By the way, not a leg of a parlay today at minus 198. So I will take Ellie De La Cruz. And once again, we say it to you one more time. If you're ever in the Queen City, make sure you go check out Braxton Brewery. Great place to grab a beer, hang out with friends, and of course, watch some great sports. So Ellie De La Cruz, over half a hit, not a leg of a parlay. We had been taking over half a run. It didn't cash yesterday, so I'm feeling a little burned by it. But over half a run, 42%, just showing it to you. You can see again, didn't cash yesterday, had been consistent. Just letting you know about it in case you do want to put it up on your big board at home. Let's get to more celebrity shot picks. The next one that I'm seeing in the comment section was from Tito's Full Send. Tito's Full Send is taking Phillies, Marlins, over 6.5 runs. The over 6.5 is an alternative line. Think that's a really good play. You are also going to take, you're taking the Tigers plus 1.5. Is that available? Because earlier I took the Tigers on the money line. Earlier I took the Tigers. I took the Tigers on the money line. If I could get them 1.5, I'd swap that out. Let's look at that really quick. Yeah, Tigers plus 1.5. I'll swap it out. So, anyways, guys, I am going to swap this one. Probably means I can also get it here. So I'm going to switch these plays to coverage plays, not to money line plays, but to coverage plays, because these are coming off at good odds, plus 1.5. The reason I'm going with the Tigers today, by the way, Alek Manoah, welcome back to the major leagues. I am fading you. I know you might have found something in Florida, working on, whatever stuff that was wrong before. I am fading you hard right now. So yeah, do I like Alex Fado? No, I don't. But I am in fade Alek Manoah mode. So much like a Jordan Lyles, much like a Luis Severino. By the way, both of those did well for us yesterday. So much like those two pitchers, I am fading Alek Manoah hard today. So with that said, like the idea, you also brought up Phillies Marlins. You took the over 6.5. I think that's a really smart play, actually. Over 6.5 is available. I'm going to jump on board with this one as well. I showed you I took the Phillies on the money line. I'll take Phillies Marlins over the 6.5 as well. And I say that because Sandy Alcantara, he's not the pitcher that he was last year. He's not the Cy Young caliber pitcher. Now that said, Zach Wheeler, he was great earlier this year against the Marlins. He's put up decent numbers, an ERA over 4. But that said, Sandy Alcantara, terrible numbers against the Phillies earlier this year, and an ERA that is almost at 5. This guy won the Cy Young last year. So that's just telling you, I do like the coverage on this to get over 6.5. I think the runs will be scored. So, a couple of plays that we put up on our board. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. We have just been through 40 minutes of the show. Flies by. So make sure you're getting those picks in. Make sure you're playing along at home. Get those celebrity shots in. Jack, a brand new picker for our Celebrity Shot Big Board and for our contest. Jack, welcome to Butt Fumble Sports. Jack, I hope you hit that follow button. I hope you're following Butt Fumble Sports because we're live every single day taking Braves on the money line and the Red Sox on the money line. Jack, you are on the board. Congratulations. Welcome to the show. LRK425, you already have your 2 up on the board. Mariners on the money line, I'm not touching today. Not a game that I like. Not one that I'm taking. Hope you guys are having a great day. Take all the Braves to record a hit. Been telling y'all, yeah, LRK425 has been hitting the drums, saying to everybody, take the Braves. Everyone in the Braves lineup over a half a hit. And by the way, it's actually been a really good play. So I'm not going to discourage it, LRK425. Let's get Chris Roberts up on the board. Chris Roberts. Your celebrity shot pick is Hunter Brown, and you're taking Hunter Brown at over 6.5 strikeouts. We looked at that one a little bit earlier, so we don't need to double back on it, but there you go. LRK425 saying, careful, the Mariners are on fire. Mariners. By the way, hit that like button. Once we get up to 6,000 likes, I have a Mariner I think's going to hit a home run today. Would love to share it with you guys. So make sure you're hitting the like button when we get up to 6,000 likes. We will give out another long ball, long shot of the day. As we do every time we hit 2,000 like benchmarks, we give out a player we think's going to hit a dinger. So make sure you're hitting that like button. Oh, who was the no run in the first inning that we just talked about a moment ago? It was the Reds and Brewers, actually. The Reds and Brewers was the game that I don't think is going to have a run in the first inning. Again, maybe one that you guys are going to be a little cautious to tail me on, given how the Reds have been offensively. But I'm going to say no run in the first inning on that one. Again, for all those that didn't join us at the start of our show, just a reminder of the rundown that we have for the show today. We've been through yesterday's results, our Celebrity Shot Contest results. We talked about Britney Spears and Victor Wembanyama, but Tom Brady and Kim Kardashian, we'll cover them a little bit later, as well as the future of Shohei Ohtani. We continue to make our picks in front of you guys, give out good research. We also have our daily trivia. We'll do our Immaculate Grid for baseball a little bit later. And our UFC expert, Mr. Octagon, is going to join us at 2:40 this afternoon. So make sure you guys are staying with us. It is a great international card on Saturday night, so make sure you guys are with us when Mr. Octagon stops by the show. We just got some confetti. Thank you so much, IP Shade 45. It's so great to have you back in the show. We had missed you the last few days. It was nice to see you last night on the nightly show. That said, let's get to work on another pick. Going to give out some WNBA plays. First one I'm going to give out, let's quickly go over to... Actually, I'll stick with MLB plays. I'll stick with MLB plays for the moment. I have WNBA plays, but we'll do that all in like a bunch later. I'm going to take the Yankees on the first 5 money line, and I'm going to take the Yankees on the money line. So I'm giving you a 2-for-1 IP Shade 45. I do like both. Actually, you just gave me 2 pieces of confetti. So without even further ado, I have more picks to give out. I gave you 2 right there. Yankees first 5. Yankees on the money line. I do think Carlos Rodon does have a nice return. The one thing I would warn you about, guys, is I don't think I would take him on strikeouts or walks because he is going to have a short leash. Won't be in the game long with the number of pitches they'll allow him to throw, 70, 75. So wouldn't take him on too many player props. But I do like the Yankees today on the money line. Another pick that I'm going to give out to say thank you for that confetti is going to be Royals, Guardians, yes to a run in the first inning. So there's a couple more plays for you guys up on the board. Thank you so much, IP Shade 45. Every time you guys drop that live goal confetti, we drop some picks on you guys. Tito's full send. What's the alternative line game you're asking about? I'm kind of confused. Oh, Jack. Yeah, forgot about that, Jack. Yeah, great to see you again. Sorry about that. Mr. Boomin. Sorry about that, Jack. Phillies money line. Yes, we did take Phillies on the money line. Boss Lady Murr. Boss Lady Murr. Love what you just brought up for a couple reasons. First of all, yes, I do like Shohei Ohtani over half a home run. He hasn't hit a home run in what, like 3-4 games? That's a lifetime for Shohei Ohtani. So I do like Shohei Ohtani over half a home run today. 26% implied probability, plus 285. And additionally, can I get him on over half a hit? Yes, I can. Has not been a good trend, though, of late. I will warn you guys, Shohei Ohtani has gone a little cold. I'm still going to take him on over half a hit. In fact, I'm not going to take him on over half a hit because it's minus 250, but 1.5 bases, that I might consider. 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, that I'm going to take. I'll take the 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs rather than over half a hit simply because I don't want to take it at terrible odds. The juice isn't worth the squeeze. So, Shohei Ohtani over 1.5 hits, plus runs, plus RBIs. Not only am I grateful that you just brought him up so I could share that pick with you, also want to rant for one quick second for you guys. I know that the Angels love the fact that Shohei Ohtani delivers fans in the stadium and revenue to their bottom line. But if the Los Angeles Angels have a single IQ point in their head, they need to trade Shohei Ohtani before the trade deadline at the end of this month. I know that Shohei Ohtani may be the greatest baseball player of all time. And if we look back through the history of baseball, trading the greatest players of all time usually doesn't work out. Red Sox and Babe Ruth always comes to mind. But Shohei Ohtani is going to leave Anaheim. He is not going to stay because this team, despite having Shohei and Mike Trout, will not make the postseason yet again. Shohei's going to leave because he's going to get money anywhere. He wants to win a title. If you are the Los Angeles Angels GM, you need to move him. I know you're going to regret it. I know it's going to be a tough decision, but you need to go find the best possible trade partner right now and make that deal. Fine, wait till after the All-Star break, let him recover from his blister, make sure that he is healthy and that you showcase him to the world for one more start. But the Angels need to rebuild. They are going nowhere. Spending the money on Ohtani still won't get them anywhere. And by the way, he's going to turn it down. So if the Angels are going to make the smart decision, they've got to stomach one of the toughest moves they'll ever make, and that is trading the best player in baseball by the trade deadline. Get enough prospects to actually be competitive with Mike Trout over the next 3-4 years. But Shohei Ohtani is leaving in the offseason, so you need to get something in return for him now, because when he leaves in November, you will get nothing if you don't trade him now. Angels, make the move. Trade Shohei Ohtani before the trade deadline. Had to rant about that one, everybody. That had been on my mind for the last few days. So anyways, appreciate you guys hitting that like button. Appreciate you guys hitting that confetti. You guys are awesome. You guys are amazing. Appreciate the support you guys show us. Tito's full send, you know it. By the way, One Jesus, keep in mind, everyone gets 2 celebrity shot picks. Everyone gets 2 celebrity shot picks. So if you do throw up more picks other than that, what I'm going to say is pick your 2 favorites. We'll put it on the board for our celebrity shot contest. If you want to be a part of our contest, everybody gets 2 picks. Everybody gets 2. This isn't pizza reviews with 1 bite. Everyone gets 2 picks, so make sure you get those picks in. Jack, can't wait. Mr. Boomin, back in business. Boss Lady's asking about Sandy Alcantara over 1.5 walks. We're not quite to our reverse engineering on walks time of the show, but we will look at Sandy Alcantara on walks allowed. 57% on over 1.5. This has been very consistent. Boss Lady Murr, great find by you. You are on top of it. We're taking this one at minus 130. That's Sandy Alcantara. Over 1.5 walks allowed. By the way, Boss Lady Murr has not been in our Celebrity Shot contest. So, Boss Lady Murr, if you want to get in on the contest, just write my Celebrity Shot pick and what picks you like. Maybe Alcantara over 1.5 walks is one that you like on the board. By the way, Deadpool, what were the results from Jonathan India yesterday? Yeah, Jonathan India didn't get a base, didn't get a hit. Man, the sports books were telling us something, and we thought that they were giving us an advantage. Nah. And that's maybe one of the reasons yesterday wasn't one of our best days. A couple of those plays where we thought we were getting getting advantage on the sports books, not so much. Japanese Heritage Night, IP Shade 45, doing the research on Japanese Heritage Night. By the way, Shohei Ohtani does kind of have a flair for the dramatic, so I would not be surprised at all IP Shade 45 if he delivers in that kind of moment. Can we look at Cody Bellinger over half a base? Well, we actually did look at Cody Bellinger over half a hit. I thought it was going in at 1.5 bases. Let's double check it for Boss Lady Murr. Over 1.5 bases is what it's over half a base. Oh, man. Thank you for finding it. Thank you for letting us know. Yes, we are doubling down on this. Cody Bellinger over half a base. Yes, I'm doubling down on it. Great find by Boss Lady Murr. Everybody, show some love to Boss Lady Murr. Great find. Good job. Way to do your research and to find a really good play. I didn't even look at it because I assumed it was 1.5. That's what we all know about assuming. Makes an ass out of you and me. And at Butt Fumble Sports, we're already a butt. We don't want to be an ass, too. So great find by Boss Lady Murr. One Jesus is saying Mookie will hit a home run. One Jesus, again, if you want your celebrity shot pick up on the board, just write in the comment section, my celebrity shot or my celebrity shot pick. I do not have Mookie Betts on a home run tonight, but might not be a bad play. Let's quickly look at it. Let's see if Jesus is right. Over half a home run does have a 22% implied probability. Let us know if you want it up on the board as your celebrity shot pick of the day. Again, everybody gets 2. If you guys are watching on TikTok Live, YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, no matter the platform, you can be a part of the contest. Just write in the comment section, my celebrity shot or my celebrity pick, and then whatever the play is, we'll add it to the big board. We'll keep track of it every day. See who ends up winning the free shirt. Bobby G, no one will trade for half a season. I disagree with you entirely. Shohei Ohtani is worth half a season, even for the prospects, especially for a couple teams that view themselves as in the running and could actually get some headway and maybe trying to get the inside track on him. I disagree with you entirely. I actually think Shohei Ohtani is very much worth half a season's worth. Again, Juan Soto last year made more sense. You were getting a year and a half of him, 2.5 years of production from him. Shohei Ohtani for half a season, I still would make the trade if I'm an opposing GM. Do I think Brian Cashman right now would take Shohei Ohtani in his rotation and as a DH? Abso-frickin-lutely. So I think there are plenty of teams out there that would be willing to move for him. Yeah, LRK425 said it. Yeah, totally would take it. I'm not taking a dig on Barstool. I'm just saying they got their rules, we got ours. They take 1 bite, we have 2 picks. So, Jesus is saying there's some weather that suggests some home runs in that game between the Dodgers and the Angels. We are seeing the likelihood of home runs is up 6% in Dodger Stadium, and it's going out to right center. Could see Mookie Betts hitting a homer, but the reason I like Shohei Ohtani is part of that reason. He's facing Tony Gonsolin, righty-lefty matchup, wind blowing out to right center. That's why I put Shohei Ohtani on my board for a long ball, long shot of the day. By the way, we've hit 8,000 likes because you guys are awesome. Jared Kelnick is the next player I'm putting up on my board for a long ball, long shot of the day. I know LRK425 is loving that. So Jared Kelnick, let's see what he's getting his odds at for a home run. Kelnick for a home run today, 13% implied probability, plus 700. How about Seattle? Likelihood of home runs is up 5%. Just making note of it. Now, can I get Kelnick on another play? Over half a hit, 57% implied probability. It's minus 135. It's been a good trend. No stats against Hunter Brown. They've never faced each other, but Kelnick does have 7 home runs against right-handed pitching this year. That's really why I like it. That's why I'm taking it. So, Jared Kelnick, I am going to put up here for half a hit, but other than that, that's it. Actually, let me see if I can get half a base, because that would obviously be the safest of all plays. Over half a base is available, 61%, minus 158. Over half a base. It is on the board, everybody. So we have given out 8 long ball long shots of the day, 5 stealing a sharing picks. Every time you guys share the channel, we give out a player that's going to, we think, get a stolen base. Hey, Deadpool, we never claim to have a sure thing. We just try to give out the best stats we can. Sammy J, what's up, my guy? What's up, Sammy J? Great to see you. Chris Roberts, you have your other celebrity shot pick. Chris Roberts is taking Ellie De La Cruz over half a hit. You are on the board, Chris, with your 2 celebrity shot picks. Love it. Everybody get in on this action. Get your celebrity shot picks up on the board. Jorge, great to see you in the show. Jorge, wonderful to have you in the show. Jorge, yes, we do like Ronald Acuna Jr. today. We took him on over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. That's what we took, and a stolen base, but that's what we took Ronald Acuna Jr. on. Didn't see him on over half a hit. Okay, Jesus is going deep. Jesus is saying that he is going to take Mookie Betts on over half a home run. And he is also taking another home run pick with Adolis Garcia. Okay. Adolis Garcia over half a home run. We have hit 10,000 likes, I believe, so this is perfect timing here. I frickin' love this play, Jesus. This is a great call. I am taking this one as well. Adolis Garcia to hit a home run. Had this one up on my research board as well. Great call, Jesus. Home run, 24% implied probability, plus 309 is the odds. Can I get him on over half a hit? Nope, 1.5. Hits, runs, RBIs, 2.5. What about total bases? This is going to end up being the play. 1.5 total bases. Good trend, good stats. Love the opportunity to take him. And again, I'm taking him against Trevor Williams, lifetime. Adolis Garcia 0 for 1. So no real stats to speak of, but no issue for me. I'm taking Adolis Garcia over 1.5 bases. Another pickup on our board, everybody. Let's look at a bunch of these Mariners. LRK425 is going to pester me about these Mariners until I look at them. I've learned how LRK425 operates. He just bombards. Julio, nope. How about on a strikeout, though? I know you, nope. No real good plays for Julio, to be honest. Maybe over half a single? That's actually a good play. Has hit in 4 of the last 5 games, 5 out of the last 6. That's an interesting play. LRK425, Julio over half a single. Not going to take it anywhere else, though. Julio, maybe you're talking about the bases, 1.5 bases. Not a great, it's good trend, not a great implied probability. The single is actually a good play. Let's look at J.P. Crawford. Over 1.5 bases. Oh, it's over half a base on this one. This is a good play. Minus 200, so technically it's the leg of a parlay, but LRK425 is right about this one. J.P. Crawford, over half a base. Good find there. Good find there. Like it. Corey Seager, over half a single. Jorge, I'm not going to go to it because we already did. Over half a single. Jorge, by the way, I know you're a little tardy to the show. I know you're a little late for the show. So if you guys missed any part of our earlier show, make sure you can go. You can find it on YouTube. We put chapters throughout our video. So once the show concludes, you can go back through it, check out all of our plays, all of our research, listen to our rants. So if you miss any part of the show, you can always find us, Butt Fumble Sports, on YouTube. Salvador Perez, under 1.5 bases. Boss Lady Murr. I'm writing in Boss Lady Murr. That's how crazy that is, Boss Lady Murr. I was so excited to see you in the chat. Oh, under 1.5 bases. Wow, really good play. Really good play. Very consistent. This is the opposite of a lawn. This is some dirt patches. Now, against Savali Lifetime, Salvador Perez, here's the problem, Boss Lady. He's got good numbers. He's got good numbers. In fact, I'm actually the opposite way, Boss Lady. Salvador Perez actually has good numbers against this pitcher, so not only am I not endorsing the under 1.5 bases, I'm actually going to go look for him for over half a hit, and I'm going to take it. I'm going to take the over half a hit for Salvador Perez. You talked me into a play, just not the way we thought. It is the leg of a parlay, but Salvador Perez over half a hit. I'm going to take it because of his stats against this starting pitcher. So you might like the under on bases, but I like the over on hits. Yeah, Boss Lady Murr, you're being hilarious. By the way, for all of those out there, make sure you're following Butt Fumble Sports. Make sure you hit that follow button up on your screen. Also on your screen, you can subscribe to Butt Fumble Sports. And if you do, there are two things that you can be a part of. One, we are going to have a fantasy football league exclusively for subscribers on TikTok Live, so make sure you're subscribing. Additionally, we will also have a survivor pool for TikTok Live subscribers with a prize pack that comes with it. A bunch of stuff all given out to the winner. So if you guys want to be a part of either our fantasy football league, in which case that's just going to be a lot of socializing, a lot of opportunities to get some tips, talk to us off the air. That's kind of the opportunity there. But if you want to be a part of our subscriber survivor pool, make sure you subscribe on TikTok Live today. Again, the winner of that survivor pool is going to get a prize pack of goods from Butt Fumble Sports. So make sure you're hitting that subscriber button. Make sure you subscribe to Butt Fumble Sports today. If you're watching on TikTok Live, there's that little star up on your screen. Hit it. Join Butt Fumble Sports. Be a part of this great community. IP Shade 45, yeah, I am looking forward to doing Survivor Pool with you. There are a couple of those who are already subscribers where I'm like, oh, I cannot wait to go head-to-head. And yes, I will be in the contest as well, so it's the house versus the contenders. LRK, what is that? What's a Survivor Pool? Every week of the NFL season, you have to pick a team that's going to win, and you can never use them twice. So every week, you have to find a unique team that's going to win that week. We will have a survivor pool that I actually think we're going to end up doing two. I think we'll do one for a winner and one for a team that covers every week, because I actually think that's a fun bet as well. You have to pick one team that's going to cover the spread every single week. So LRK425, you're already subscribing on TikTok Live, so you're ready. You're in the contest. IP Shade 45, LRK425, they're going to be a part of our subscriber pool. How many, Candyman, what we're going to do is if we fill up, let's say it's a 12, 14 team league, we're just going to have two leagues. And we're going to say the person who actually gets the most points across any of our fantasy leagues will win a prize pack as well. So yes, we're not going to have like a 20 team league for fantasy. We'll probably keep a league to 12, 14, and then we'll open up a second league, but we'll keep track of who's scoring the most points across all of the fantasy leagues that we do have, and that person will win a prize pack. That said, the subscriber survivor pool, it is on. I cannot wait to show you guys that I'm going to win that. I cannot wait to put you guys to shame. Yeah, the trash talking is getting early. I watched The Last Dance last night, and one of my favorite lines from Michael Jordan is he says, "It's a good man who talks shit when the score is 0-0. Real easy to talk shit when you're up 5 or 6. But a real man, he talks shit when it's 0-0. Well, it's 0-0, and I'm talking shit. Survivor pool, I'm coming for you. I'm going to win the Survivor pool. So all those subscribers out there, just get ready. And make sure you subscribe today so you can put me in my place if you think you'd win it." Okay, now that we've been doing some trash talking, hope you guys are having a lot of fun. Let's get Top Dog Celebrity Shot picks up on the board. Top Dog, great to see you. Top Dog only has 4 Celebrity Shot wins in the month of July. He could use a 2-0 day to jump back into contention. Let's get Top Dog on the board. Top Dog, who are you taking today? You are taking Phillies, Marlins, no run in the first inning. Interesting play. Not hating on that one for sure. You are also taking Ariel Atkins over 1.5. We haven't actually done any of our WNBA picks yet, so the next time we get some confetti, dropped on us, we'll put out our WNBA picks. We went 3-0 in our WNBA picks yesterday. Feel like we found some really good trends around those, so excited to give those out. 1.5 3-pointers. Ariel Atkins, 61% implied probability on this. Really good trend. We are in tail mode on this one. Let's get Ariel Atkins up on the board for us here at Butt Fumble Sports. Ariel Atkins over 1.5 3-pointers made. That's a good play. Nice job, Top Dog. Usually it's Candyman that's bringing the WNBA knowledge, but I love seeing it from Top Dog today. Good find. Candyman's got a Celebrity Shot pick as well. Let's get Candyman up on the board. Candyman is taking the Mystics. Very interesting. Mystics -3. Mystics -3. Again, the next... IP Shade 45. You always come through. Big shout out to IP Shade 45. Every time I'm like, yeah, we need someone to drop some confetti, and then we'll drop some picks. Always comes through. I have 4 WNBA picks. I'll give out the first one because we just got some confetti. So let's get to work on that. I'm looking at the links. And I'm going to take the links to cover. It's set at 5.5 right now. I'm going to move that up. I can't move it anymore, actually. 5.5 is the only place to take it. So I will take links. Originally, I saw it at 4.5. That line is moved. I'll take it at the -5.5. If you can get it at -4, that's what I originally took it at, but I do like that play. By the way, Jorge, you're asking all the right questions. You're just tardy to the party, buddy. Jorge, you're just tardy to the party. We've been answering all these questions. This is why either you need to show up early for Butt Fumble Sports and be with us the whole 2 hours, or don't worry, you can find the entire show up on YouTube immediately after we conclude. There are no games starting until 6:40, so plenty of time, so no worries, Jorge. Again, guys, get your Celebrity Shot picks in. If you have Celebrity Shot picks, get them up on the board. Again, once we get some more confetti, we'll give out some more WNBA picks. Again, we have 3 more WNBA picks to give out. We also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 other plays to give out. So a bunch of plays to give out. No worries, everybody. We're still loaded up. We have stealing and sharing picks to give out. We have long ball, long shots of the day still to give out. So no worries. Now, you guys want to do the Immaculate Grid? If anybody wants to do the Immaculate Grid, just let us know. We do the Immaculate Grid almost every day at this point. So if you guys want us to do our baseball Immaculate Grid, let us know. I don't have a good thing for that. It should be like sunglasses or something. It should be like some kind of gift or something. Farika, great to see you. Farika, so wonderful to see you yesterday on TikTok Live. It was awesome to see you there. But Farika, big shout out to you. Such a loyal follower. What do you guys think it should be for the Immaculate Grid? We've got the confetti for the picks. By the way, more confetti just dropped on us, so we'll have another pick to give out. What do you think it should be for the Immaculate Grid? I think it should be the sunglasses. Okay, let's give out another pick. Fever, Mystics. I'm going to take the under in this game. Let's see what the alternative line is. I can take the under 162.5. That's what I'm throwing up on the board. So another WNBA pick to say thank you to IP Shade 45 for that confetti. We are going to take the Fever and Mystics under. And again, that under was an alternative line of 162.5. Appreciate you, IP Shade 45. Okay, we're going to do the Immaculate Grid. I will say, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. We are doing the Immaculate Grid now. Everybody, if you guys do not want the Immaculate Grid spoiled for you today, if you do not want the Immaculate Grid spoiled, just step out of our live for a minute or two. You can come back in about 5 minutes. Can we get the Immaculate Grid to show up? Maybe not. Oh, there it is. Okay. So everybody, Farika, thank you for the sunglasses. Just writing sunglasses. I love it. I love Farika. Farika's awesome. So anyways, Virginia Beach, show out. So everybody, we are going to do our Immaculate Grid. Spoiler alert, if you guys don't want your Immaculate Grid spoiled, make sure you just step out of the show for just a couple of minutes, and then you can jump right back in. Okay, why only certain teams? LRK425. So the Immaculate Grid is like the Wordle of baseball. Every single day is a different puzzle. The whole point is you're obviously trying to fill out the puzzle. You only get 9 guesses, so you miss one, you don't get that Immaculate Grid. But you're also looking for a rarity score. You want players that other people aren't going to think of. Now, I have already done this today, so I'm already kind of loaded up and ready to go. But if you guys have picks, if you guys have suggestions, let us know. Yo, Virginia Beach, getting some shout-out love in the show. Love it, Jesus, love it. Okay, is everybody ready to fill out the Immaculate Grid? Let us start, and I'm going to start with the 40 home runs, the 40-plus home run season. Wanted to give a shout-out to the chosen one from back in the day. What's the question? LRK425. We're just filling in the grid. So that said, we are going to put in a Detroit Tiger who had 40 home runs, Hammer and Hank Greenberg. One of the greatest Jewish players to ever play the game. And we have a rarity score of 5%, so we're off to a very good start, everybody. Off to a very good start. Let's keep the rarity score going well. Who is someone who has played for both the Tigers and the Atlanta Braves? How about Eddie Matthews? Eddie Matthews played for both. Rarity score of 2%, everybody. LRK425, you're Jewish. There you go. A chosen one in Hank Greenberg. He's the one we chose for today's grid. We also threw up Eddie Matthews, keeping as we go kind of atop the cross. This one, I had a tough time coming up with a Tiger and a Rocky. I did come up with one who's on the roster right now for the Rockies. But do any of you guys have a good play for the Tigers and the Rockies? If so, share it in the comment section. We're filling out an Immaculate Grid. So everybody, do you have a good suggestion for the Tigers and the Rockies? I do have a name that I can throw in here, but if you guys have a good recommendation for the Tigers and the Rockies, let us know. Filling in that Immaculate Grid to have some fun. While you guys are waiting for that, I was asking about the Tigers and the Rockies. Do you guys have a good play? Kind of stumped me for a little while. It took me a little while to think about it. Matt Adams for the Rockies and the Cardinals. Very interesting. I'll throw Matt Adams in there. Before I put Matt Holliday, but Matt Adams, interesting, and just a 0.2 rarity score. Candyman, a really good rarity score. By the way, IP Shade 45, Gary Gaetti for the Cardinals. Did Gaetti play for the Cardinals and the Braves? Did he play for both? That's not the one that I came up with. The person that I had... Yeah, Nolan Arenado, but he's an obvious one. So we're trying to get the rarity score. So you want that score, that percentage as low as possible. Here's one that I had for the Braves and the Cardinals. Guys remember Terry Pendleton? 4% rarity score, so we're crushing it so far. Now, the problem is the one player that I thought of for a 40 home run season for the Cardinals, I thought of Big Mac. I thought of Mark McGwire. Very obvious play. The rarity score, not good on that. By the way, did Stan Musial ever have a 40 home run season? Kind of curious. By the way, just to fill out that top left quadrant, I know a lot of you guys still may be struggling with it. I went with Harold Castro. So 5% rarity score. So we're doing pretty well on our rarity score so far, everybody. Now, Rockies, Yankees, I had a really good one for this one. I'm actually excited. Yeah, Harold Castro, Candyman, we were on the same thought. Said it at the same time. Now, you guys want a great rarity score for the Rockies and the Yankees? Do you guys remember Denny Nagel? Look at that rarity score. Matt Adams and Denny Nagel. Look at us. Urena up top. Very nice. Mike Myers. Nice calls. Like those plays, everybody. Okay, what about Yankees, Braves? Yankees and Braves. So there are a couple ones you could go with. You could go with David Justice. You can go with Gary Sheffield. A lot of people we could go with for this one. Who do you guys think we should put in for Braves, Yankees? Braves, Yankees, who? Darren Bragg. Very interesting. Did Darren Bragg play for the Yankees? Who do you guys think we should put in for Braves, Yankees? Who do you think we should put in for the Braves and Yankees? I'm going to put in, I had David Justice. Should I put in Gary Sheffield? Do you think he's going to have a lower percentage or higher? It's probably pretty high. I'm going to put in Gary Sheffield. Only 3%. Wow. David Justice had a higher percentage. Wow. Look at this rarity score, everybody's looking sexy. Okay, I had actually a good rarity score for a Yankee who hit 40 home runs. Jason Giambi. Not a lot of people put Jason Giambi, actually. 3%. So look at the rarity score that we're building on our Immaculate Grid, everyone. Now, we just need one more. Name a Cardinal who had 40 home runs. I put Mark McGwire. He obviously is not going to produce a good rarity score. So give me just one Cardinal who had a 40 home run season. Do you guys know a good Cardinal who had a good 40 home run season? Sure. Mark McGwire is an obvious one. Nick Green? Candyman, did Nick Green have 40 home runs? Nick Green had 40 home runs? Candyman, are you sure? Nick Green, 40 home runs? Are we sure? Confirm that, Candyman. I need a Cardinal who hit 40 home runs. Pujols is an obvious one. Yeah, Candyman, I was about to say, didn't say that. Yeah, Pujols is an obvious one. Mark McGwire is an obvious one. Has Paul Goldschmidt ever hit 40 home runs? Did Matt Holliday, when he was with the Cardinals, did Matt Holliday hit 40 home runs? Mark McGwire is the obvious play. Won't help with our rarity score. We have an amazing rarity score we're building right here. Yeah, Ray Lankford? Did Ray Lankford hit 40 home runs? I don't want to lose our Immaculate Grid over that. Did Ray Lankford hit 40 home runs? Did Ryan Ludwig? IP Shade 45, who are you saying he did? Ray Lankford hit 40 home runs? Let's go with Ray Lankford. I'm going to take the chance. Ray Lankford. You guys ready? Everybody, drum roll, please. No, he did not, everybody. I told you guys. He didn't, and you ruined the Immaculate Grid. You guys ruined it. Oh, bad job, everybody. Bad job. Oh, you guys ruined it. Boo! Boo! You guys failed. We had it. If I had just put Mark McGwire, Ryan Ludwig would have been a good one. But that said, we had a good rarity score going, but you guys pooped the bed. I already had the Immaculate Grid. You can check it out every day. fumbled the bag. That was a butt fumble if there ever was one by our audience. IP Shade 45 taking the L. Soiled it. Okay, no Immaculate Grid today. You'll have to go to Butt Fumble Sports on Twitter to find it. That said, that was our Immaculate Grid for the day, everybody. I'm just giving you guys a hard time. We love watching, talking sports with you guys every single day. You guys are so much fun. We are back again to our regular show now. So if you guys have more celebrity shot picks you want up on our board, get those in right now. Warning you guys, the final 20 minutes of the show, we're going to have our UFC expert join us, our UFC picker. So guys, make sure that you are getting in your celebrity shot picks now, because the final 15, 20 minutes of the show are going to be devoted to UFC talk. So everybody, make sure you guys are getting in those celebrity picks right now. Running out of time in today's show. So get those celebrity shot picks in now. Additionally, hit that live goal of confetti. Every time you guys drop the confetti, we drop picks. I have 2 more WNBA picks to give out. I have about 5 MLB picks to give out. So hit that live goal confetti to get more of our picks. Hit the like button to get long ball long shots of the day. Lot to get to, everybody. Still about 20 minutes until our UFC expert joins us. So get those picks in now. Hope you guys enjoyed doing the Immaculate Grid. Just gave you guys a hard time about that, but you guys know we have a lot of fun. Every single day we're live with you guys. We have a lot of fun talking sports with you guys. Wonderful to have you guys in the show. Want to do another rant while we wait for some of your celebrity shot picks or questions to come in. So another rant that I wanted to talk about. Armageddon is upon us because it is rumored that Tom Brady and Kim Kardashian were flirting this past weekend at their July 4th party up on the Hamptons, and now it has hit the internet that Kim Kardashian is into Tom Brady. I am not someone that likes to keep track of the social lives of celebrities. However, I am getting down at the altar of the universe of sports and all that is good and all that is holy. Tom Brady, please, I am begging you. I have loved you, Tom Brady, since 2000. I am begging you. Please do not date Kim Kardashian. I am begging you. All that is out there, please, for the love of God, I cannot take this solar eclipse of terribleness to someone that I like. Now, I was disappointed and upset when Tom Brady and Giselle got divorced. I'm not going to lie. I love that relationship. I love that she made more money than him. I love that she was a superstar, but yet she was such a great wife and mother. And Tom Brady, you ruined that. You ruined like the best relationship ever in the history of celebrities. You broke up or you got divorced from Giselle. I haven't forgiven you, Tom Brady, for that. But if you're going to divorce Giselle to end up dating Kim Kardashian, you will have gone from the golden boy, Captain America, Tom Brady, to just another guy. Tom Brady would go from a goat to a jag in like 2 seconds. Tom, I'm begging you, buddy. You want to go bang every hot girl in the country? Go for it. You want to bang every attractive woman on planet Earth? Tom, I'm supporting you. But if you want to date Kim Kardashian, Tom, it's going to be like that LeBron James leaving Cleveland video. I'm going to burn my Brady jersey. Tom, I'm begging you. Please, don't do it. Stay away from the booty. Stay away from Kim Kardashian. Tom Brady, find anybody else on planet Earth, but don't date Kim Kardashian. As a sports fan, as a former Patriot fan, as a Tom Brady fan, I am begging you. Please, don't do it. Again, you can tell, guys, there are some rants that I had to get off my chest today because, boy, there is some craziness going on in the world of sports, whether it's Britney Spears and Wembanyama or Kim Kardashian and Tom Brady. There's just, I felt like when I heard those two stories, it was like a bad Mad Lib. Like, it's like what I see on, like, Jimmy Fallon, the Mad Lib that he does with celebrities, like, name 2 celebrities, Britney Spears and Victor Wembanyama. Yo, Albert Einstein knows, Village Bicycle, to quote Austin Powers. Oh my God. Why is it so bad if Tom Brady dates Kim Kardashian? Because he's the golden boy. Because he's the GOAT. Because Tom Brady doesn't get down in the gutter with that. Tom Brady's above that. Because Kim Kardashian, really? Really? Jorge, if you can't understand where I'm coming from with that rant, then our heads are in two different places. Oh, Candyman's got another celebrity shot. Let's get Candyman back up on the board. And by the way, Candyman actually is giving out a play that I also like, so we're going to do this one together, Candyman. You are taking the Dream, Sky, and you're taking over 165, I believe. Over 165. I am also taking that play. I also like the Dream and Sky over. You're getting it at 165. I am taking it at over 165.5 as well. So I put that up on my board. Let's do it for Candyman, Dream, Sky, over 155.5. Is it 155.5? 165.5, my bad. There you go, Candyman. Your two picks are up on the board. If you guys have a celebrity shot pick, make sure you get it in now. Running out of time before our UFC expert joins us at about 15 minutes from now, in about 15 minutes. So get those celebrity shot picks in, get those questions in. If you've got comments, if you agree or disagree with my Tom Brady, Kim Kardashian rant, would love to hear it. So guys, make sure you're getting those picks in, those takes in, those reactions in. Courtney Williams, over 5.5 assists. Let's look at it. Courtney Williams on assists, 5.5. Applied probability, same on both sides, wouldn't touch it. Not going to touch it. How about now? Let's do some reverse engineering, everybody. Let's do our reverse engineering. It is time. It's time to get some walks allowed in. Yeah, you guys can tell I am pumped about it being Friday. A lot of energy. It is a great day to be alive. And we're talking sports, so you know I'm in a good mood. Let's do our reverse engineering, everybody. For those that are new to the show, every day we take some time out of our show and we look at pitchers who have the highest implied probability to allow walks. So let's get to work. Corbin Burns, over 1.5, 67% implied probability. It's been a very good ticket. Let's get it up on the board. The first walks applied. By the way, we already had Sandy Alcantara up here, but Corbin Burns, Mr. Burns, over 1.5 walks allowed. Mr. Burns, Corbin Burns, over 1.5 walks allowed. Justin Verlander, over 1.5 walks allowed. Hasn't been a great trend. Not going to take it. Hasn't been too good, so not going to take it. Hunter Brown, over 1.5. This has been a good trend. Hunter Brown, we're taking on over 1.5 walks. Let's keep it going, everybody. The next player we're going to look at for a walks allowed play is Tyler Glasnow. This has been a good play. Has missed the last two. How about at home? Decent play. I am going to take it. Tyler Glasnow, over 1.5 walks allowed. There are two more pitchers that I'm really excited to take. Zach Gallen is not one of them. I'm not going to take Zach Gallen. Hasn't been consistent enough for me. However, Rich Hill, buddy. Rich Hill. This is Grass City. This is a lawnage, if you ever saw it. Rich Hill, over 1.5 walks. Yes, sir. Rich Hill, over 1.5 walks allowed. Now, normally, I would also take Charlie Morton. Here's the problem. Charlie Morton, he's going off at 2.5, I believe. Yep, over 2.5 walks. So not a good play. Bunch of players actually going off at 2.5 walks. So there are a bunch of players we don't like. How about Daniel Lynch, though? Over 1.5 walks? Yes. Decent trend. Daniel Lynch, over 1.5 walks. I am going to take it. So there you go, everybody. We have 5, 6 overall walks allowed plays up on the board. Yes. Don't you love it? Boss Lady Murr knows Rich Hill is a good play. Tito's full send. Do we like the Marlins on the money line? I'm not touching that one. Nope. Nope, I like the Phillies on the money line. I don't like the Marlins on the money line. Do we like Tony Gonsolin? Tony Gonsolin on that one. He was not showing up. Oh, 1.5. The answer is he doesn't have a great implied probability, but it has been a very good trend. So just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in. I'm going to take Tony Gonsolin on over 1.5 walks as well. Good find. Just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in. Another play, Albert Einstein, thank you so much. Red Sox, check. Phillies, check. Rangers, check. Rick Lupo, check. Like the parlay. Jorge, you're asking about Luis Ariz over half a hit? Haven't actually looked at him today. Let's get it. Luis Ariz. There are a couple players that we usually like every single day for a hit or over half a single. Over half a single, Luis Ariz. Yeah, we're taking it. We are taking it. Luis Ariz. Over half a single, we are taking it. It is the leg of a parlay. Here's another one that we like, though. Can we get Ketel Marte? Ketel Marte over. Can I get half a hit? 1.5. How about half a single? Not a great play. So, how about hits, runs, RBIs? No. 1.5 bases? Yes. Not a good play, though. Not going to take it. How about Jarren Duran? Jarren Duran has been on fire. Jarren Duran has been cooking. Jarren Duran, over half a hit? Nope, 1.5. How about bases? Over 1.5 bases has been really good. I'm taking Jarren Duran over 1.5 bases. So a couple more plays for you. Let's get some more likes up on the screen. By the way, I'm not taking Bryce Harper. Any home run props in that Red Sox game? Nope. None that I like. I actually only have 2 more long shots of the day to give out. I'm going to give those out right now. I'm going to give out both of our long shots of the day. I am also going to take Paul Goldschmidt to hit a home run today. And yes, I'm taking Pete Alonso. I know Pete Alonso has burned me like crazy. He's burnt me like a match, but I'm still taking him today. Pete Alonso to hit a home run, over half a home run, 23% implied probability. Can I get him on over half a hit? Yes, I hate it. I'm going to take it. Against Yu Darvish, Pete Alonso, terrible numbers, but he does have a home run. I'm not going to take the hit. I'm just taking the home run. Pete Alonso, you burned me too many times, buddy. Paul Goldschmidt, let's get him up on the board to hit a home run. 19% implied probability, plus 370 on the odds. Over half a hit, 65% implied probability. I will take Paul Goldschmidt over half a hit. And it's one I had prior to the show. There you go. Is it the leg of a parlay? No, it's not. Okay, let's get more celebrity shots up on the board. Get those picks in, everybody. Running out of time. By the way, our UFC expert is going to join us in about 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. So get those celebrity shot picks in now, everybody. Jorge is taking Corey Seager over half a hit, or over half a single, rather. My bad, over half a single. And you are also taking Luis Ariz over half a single. The singles, it is singles night. Let's go. Rick Lupo, Devers, RBI. Rick Lupo. Rafael Devers over half an RBI. I kind of like that play as well. Let's look at Rafael Devers really quick. Can I get him on over half a hit? Nope. Can I get him on the over half an RBI? 51%. Not terrible, actually. Hits, runs, RBIs, 2.5. So that's why I'm not taking Devers. No real good plays with him. Mabry over 1.5 3-pointers. Let's look at it. Mabry, 1.5 3-pointers. 61% on the over. This is a good trend over the last 3 games. I'm going to take it. Over 1.5, 3 pointers made. Get those celebrity shot picks in now, everybody. Running out of time before our UFC picker joins us. So make sure you're joining. Make sure you're throwing those celebrity shot picks up on the board. Just write in the comment section, my celebrity shot or my celebrity pick. By the way, let's see if we can hit our live goal today. If we can hit our live goal for confetti, would love to see that. We try to hit our live goal every day. So guys, hit that confetti. Let's see if we can hit our live goal for the show today. Would love to see that. Our UFC expert is going to call in just a few minutes. Rick? Yeah, we got Devers on over half an RBI. What's your other play? Everybody gets 2 picks, everybody. Everybody gets 2 picks. So if you want your 2 celebrity shot picks up on the board, make sure that you guys are writing it in the comment section right now. You're running out of time, everybody. Lindor, over half an RBI, celebrity shot. Yep. Francisco, that's fun to say. Over half an RBI. Now, Francisco Lindor, I'm not going to beat around the bush on this one. I like him on over half a stolen base. So that tells you I do like him on over half a hit as well. Let me show you that really quickly. Francisco Lindor. By the way, Francisco Alvarez is on fire. One of the best young catchers in baseball. Over half a stolen base, 24% implied probability, plus 309. Can I get him on over half a hit? Yes, I can. After a 5-hit game, I can get him on over half a hit with good odds on attached to it. So, this is actually one I had prior to the show, so I got to put it in the proper section. Francisco Lindor, over half a hit. There it is, everybody. Another good play up on our board. Moreno is better. Moreno is better. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know Moreno. Who's Moreno? Who's Moreno? Let's get Albert Einstein up on the boards for his second pick. Keep in mind, guys, just a few more minutes before we get our UFC expert on. So, let's get the second pick for... Wait, Albert Einstein, we don't have your first pick up here. Albert Einstein, let's get your 2 picks. I only had 1. What was your other pick, Albert Einstein? I only see 1 for Albert Einstein. So Albert Einstein, Adolis Garcia over half an RBI. What was your other pick, Albert Einstein? Oh, Gonsolin over 1. Tony Gonsolin over 1.5 walks allowed. Oh, Moreno is fighting at the 125 weight class. Okay. Facing Pantoja? IP Shade 45. I'm probably saying that one wrong. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 celebrity shot pickers up on the board. Make sure you guys are joining the contest today. The first person to 20 correct celebrity shot picks will win a free t-shirt from Butt Fumble Sports. So get those picks in, everybody. Our UFC picker is just about to join us. So make sure you get those picks in. Just scroll down and saw Dwight Howard on TikTok Live. Yeah, I saw that too. He was like doing drills with his family or something. That was weird. If you guys want to see all of our picks up on the screen, we're going to do a slow scroll right now. Slow scroll right now. So Tito's full send, pay attention. Everybody, here are the picks that we have up on the board right now. So everybody, we're just scrolling through all of the picks that we've given out. Our UFC picker is about to call into the show. So everybody, get ready. We're about to give out some good UFC information. But here are all the picks we've given out throughout our show. MLB game picks, player prop bets, WNBA game picks, WNBA player prop bets, players we think are going to hit a home run today, players we think are going to get a stolen base today, and of course, your celebrity shot picks. So everybody, make sure that you get your celebrity shot pick in. Yes, Stephen Pock, I see your celebrity shot pick. We'll put that one up on the board right before our UFC picker joins the show. So everybody, Tigers money line, and you are also taking Marlins on the money line. Interesting plays today from Stephen Pock. So guys, if you love the picks that we're giving out, by the way, IP Shade 45, thank you for the confetti. Thank you for helping us hit our live goal. We will give out more picks right after our UFC picker. But that said, speaking of our UFC picker, Mr. Octagon, welcome back into our show. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday. Mr. Octagon, let's start it. How excited are you about this international card that we have on Saturday night?
I could not be more jacked up. Let's make some money this weekend, boys. UFC 290, International Fight Week. I'm pumped up. I'm ready to go. It's been a great week. Tomorrow's going to be even better.
I say this every time we have a UFC event. How are we at UFC 290? Like, isn't that supposed to happen, like, way after I'm dead and gone? Like, I can't believe we're at UFC 290. I feel like these things are just crawling up on us all the time. But that said, this is considered one of the better cards that we've seen over the last few months. So we're going to go fight by fight, look at a bunch of these. I am going to call out a few that I'm really interested in, but if there are things that you guys want to talk about, make sure that you guys write in the comments section what you care about. Let's start with the big-time fight between Alexander Volkanovski and Yair Rodriguez. What do you think, Mr. Octagon?
Well, I think this is pretty cut and dry. I could not be more confident in Alexander Volkanovski taking the victory home tomorrow. Yair Rodriguez is a very talented fighter. He's a great striker. He's very durable. Looking at my stats, he actually hasn't been finished since 2017 when he was knocked out by Frankie Edgar. So, really resilient fighter, but he just doesn't stand a chance this weekend. There's a reason that Alexander Volkanovski is a minus 375 favorite, and that's because he's the number 2 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, and he is most likely to take home the victory tomorrow night.
Now, that's the featherweight class, and Volkanovski 25-2, so he's really been dominant in the division.
Yep, I don't think there's one featherweight in the world that can hold a candle to him. I think the only guy that could beat him is 10 pounds heavier, and that's Islam Makhachev. And if they rematched, I might be putting my money on Volk, to be honest. But as far as plays for tomorrow, I'll tell you that Rodriguez's durability is really standing out to me. And while I don't think that he stands a shot at winning, I think that this fight could go the distance. And Volkanovski is plus 140 for a decision. That sounds a lot better to me than minus 375. So I like Volkanovski by a decision at plus 140.
Also, just want to give out this tip to all those sports bettors at home. I don't bet on UFC. I'm not a big bettor on UFC. But every once in a while, I talk to Mr. Octagon. He convinces me of a play. And when he gives me a favorite that's at that like minus 350, minus 375, I just add it to a leg of a parlay with a lot of plays that I make in baseball or the WNBA on Saturday. So if you guys still love the favorite in that main card, in that main event fight, but you don't like the odds he comes in at, just try to use it as a leg of a parlay, piece it together with maybe 3 or 4 other bets, and see if you can bring those minus 300, minus 350 odds back to even money a little bit more. Now let's move over to the co-main event, flyweight class between Brandon Moreno and Alexander Pantoja. Do I have that right?
You have it exactly right.
Who do you like in that fight?
Once again, I have to go with the favorite on this. Moreno has the heart of a Mexican champion. He has the fighting style of a Mexican champion. He's always coming forward. He's always throwing. and I don't see Pantoja having a shot. Interestingly enough, in 2018, Pantoja actually beat Moreno via decision. But in 2023, Brandon Moreno is a completely different fighter. Coming off winning the only quadrilogy in UFC history against Davison Figueiredo, I just, kind of similar to Volk, I just don't see this going the other way. And our odds are a little better. So I really like Brandon Moreno at minus 205.
Now, is that a parlay that you would make? Is Volk and Moreno kind of pairing those two together?
So, interestingly enough, I already have a parlay for you guys. So, this is a little bit of a spoiler, but I also really like I really like Whitaker in the Coco main. So, if you were to parlay Whitaker, Moreno, and Volkanovski, you're getting plus 138 odds, and that's a bet that I like.
Again, I want you to repeat that because for all of you guys out there who may not be big on UFC betting, or you may have just heard in the interview that our UFC expert, Mr. Octagon, likes the favorite, and maybe you guys kind of checked out because you're like, oh, the favorite at minus 300, poo-poo on that. But Mr. Octagon, hit us with that parlay one more time between the main event and the two co-main events.
Robert Whitaker, Brandon Moreno, and Alexander Volkanovski. If you parlay those three fights with all of them winning, you're going to get plus 138 odds. And that's money you can take home to the bank.
Now, in that Whitaker Duplessis fight, how do you think it finishes?
That's a really good question. I could see Robert Whitaker is sort of a decision machine. He usually goes to decision. So I would say that this fight has a good chance of going distance.
There are two other fights on the card for tomorrow that I just want to talk about with you. Jalen Turner against Dan Hooker in the lightweight division. Any thoughts on that fight?
Yeah, absolutely. So Jalen Turner, number 11 in the world. Dan Hooker, number 12 in the world. Sort of a classic lower contender fight to see who's coming up and who's coming down. I think Dan Hooker is just on the downswing. He's gotten brutally knocked out by Michael Chandler, by Arnold Allen. He got really pieced up by Islam Makhachev, champion. I just think that for a guy like this, I think he's already reached his peak. I think he's on the downswing. And I think Jalen Turner is a young up-and-comer. And I can see this ending by a knockout.
There's a good tip for you guys, is looking at Turner potentially on a knockout against Hooker. I was looking at that fight. I hadn't done a lot of research on the card, but that actually is a fight I saw going the same way. Two guys going in two different directions in their career. Next one I want to... Go ahead.
Exactly. So Turner, for overall victory, is just minus 285. But if you want to take him by a KO, you're getting plus 175.
And again, because of the difference in style, age, everything else, I like it at that plus money to knock him out or to get that mid-fight conclusion. I think that actually is one of the better plays that we've talked about in the card so far, since, as Mr. Octagon has already alluded to, this is a very favorite-heavy card. I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, but it is something you guys should be aware of just from a betting perspective. The last card on the main event that I wanted to talk about was one that there was a cancellation, so they had to piece together a new fight. Bo Nickel against Val Woodburn. This is a battle of two undefeated fighters. Bo is 4-0. Val is 7-0. Who do you like in this last of the main card events?
Well, I'll tell you this. You could bet the house on Bo Nickel. I do not see him losing this fight. Strength of competition is a huge factor when you're looking at guys' records. And Bo's been fighting UFC competition. Val Woodburn is not. He kind of got pulled on off the street after Trayshawn Gore had to fall out. And I don't see a universe where Bo Nickel loses this fight. Unfortunately, the world agrees with me, and Bo Nickel is minus 1,300.
Yeah, right.
But if you're trying to squeeze some money out of this, Bo Nickel has finished all of his UFC opponents in the first round. If you think that's going to happen again tonight, you can get that at minus 360. However, if you need some plus money and you believe in Bo and you don't necessarily think that he's going to storm out and get another first-round finish, for him to win by a stoppage in the second round is plus 650.
Wow.
There's a lot more value in that. So think about sprinkling that in.
The only concern I have about that, and I totally understand why he's so heavily favored, is when they have to do that swap out of an opponent, you always feel like the guy who's standing in is just a cardboard cutout, and so you kind of assume that the guy who is preparing for the fight the whole time is going to win. But I kind of like your idea of, if we're going to chase a good play, if Butt Fumble Sports is looking for the best plays to make, that second round finish is a good play for that card. So a good find from Mr. Octagon here. A couple more questions for you before we let you go. Preliminary card, is there any fight on this prelim card that has your attention?
Not particularly. This is one of those fight nights where it really thins out after the main event.
And the last thing that I'm going to say is there anything around the world of UFC that has your attention? Is there any storylines, just from a macro perspective, that you want to hit on before we end our interview?
What I want to see more than anything is Elon Musk versus Mark Zuckerberg. Who would you take in that fight, Wyatt?
Well, I would take Zuckerberg, not because I actually think that he's the better fighter, but Zuckerberg has been training like for mixed martial arts or whatever. And so my whole thing is Elon Musk might be bigger in body, but I do think the training that Zuckerberg has. By the way, I also expect Zuckerberg to be kind of that like sneaky good, like, how do I put this? I bet he's like a snake. I bet he's kind of like, he knows how to wrap his limbs around you. He knows how to slip through things. I expect Zuckerberg would probably win. I also think it will be the most overly hyped, least, like, actually entertaining fight of all time. I actually think it would be boring as hell.
I need to see it. I don't know. I love watching a train wreck, and I think that fight would do over 1 million pay-per-view buys.
Oh, easily. No. I understand that this would be the most watched sporting event. By the way, we're putting quotations around sporting event, pretty loose term on that. But I understand that this would be like the most watched, most consumed, most paid for pay-per-view of all time. I also think that it is like a South Park episode come to life, or it is like a celebrity death match from MTV years ago brought to life, in which it's like, I think the cartoonish nature of it is highly entertaining. I actually think the fight value of it will be boring as hell. Because let's be honest, do I actually think we're going to get blood in that fight? No. And when I tune into a fight, I kind of want to see some blood. Do I think that Elon Musk will bleed his own blood, or that Zuckerberg? Do I think Musk will make Zuckerberg bleed his own blood? No, I don't think so. So I don't think it's going to be nearly the kind of fight that we hope it would be.
Well, fingers crossed that it happens. Dana White has actually legitimately floated this.
Oh, totally. No. Dana White is a smart businessman, and Dana White knows that, like, this is like Jesus fighting Moses in social media world. Like, this is the ultimate fight of prophets with their own following. By the way, if just the people who love Zuckerberg or hate Zuckerberg, and same thing for Musk, if just those people who have those strong polar end opinions of these people tune in, what is that, like 3 billion people are going to watch this fight? So, like, everyone's got an opinion on these people. Usually it's we want to see these guys bang it out. But that said, we have a couple comments here on TikTok Live. Musk is built like his own cyber truck. Yeah, as in he shatters. As in his glass is breakable. Harley is saying Zuckerberg 100%. I totally agree with that. Zuckerberg has his own personal trainers and dietitians, right? By the way, Elon Musk, I also think at times would be awkward. Like, I don't know if physical touch is necessarily his love language, but Zuckerberg, I definitely look at him and I go, oh, Zuckerberg, he wants to strangle you. I don't know if he's physically capable of it, but ever since Harvard, Zuckerberg loves to, pull a dirty move on somebody. So I think this would be entertaining only from a hype perspective. Once the bell actually rings, I think it would be Boredom City.
Well, any way it panned out, I want to see it. Take my money right now. I'll put down a deposit.
How about this? Okay, separate thing. If you could put together any fight right now of any two celebrities, who would you want to see fight?
Oh, that's such a good question. Well, out of any two celebrities, I'm trying to think who has beef. You know, I think I'd want to see high-profile athletes, because I'm always curious about, like, what if LeBron James, one of the freakiest freak athletes in the world, stepped in the octagon? How would those skills translate? So maybe if we put LeBron James versus maybe like a JJ Watt.
Oof.
I'd like to see that.
By the way, my money on that is on J.J. Watt, but yeah, that actually is a great... Oh, wow. Mr. Octagon just came up with a fight that I'd like to see. J.J. Watt, the Great White Hope, against LeBron James, the King. I'm already hyping it right now, like this is made for TV. The guy from Wisconsin and the guy from Akron. Ding, ding, ding. Let's get it. Mr. Octagon, that was a good call. I put you on the spot with that one. You just came up with that organically. Pretty good, man. Pretty good.
People talk about LeBron James and how he's doing the octagon. I think it's a really interesting question.
Man, you can't go anywhere but end the interview after that. Once you get LeBron James versus J.J. Watt, a brilliant way to end the show or a brilliant way to end the interview. Want to give a big shout out to our Mr. Octagon for joining us. He will join us the week of every UFC fight, or hopefully. So, Mr. Octagon, thank you so much for your picks, and hope you enjoy the fights tonight.
Oh, I will. Right back at you guys.
All right, that was Mr. Octagon, our UFC picker. Hope you guys enjoyed his commentary on the fights. Again, if you missed any part of that interview, we will post that interview in its entirety onto our YouTube page, Butt Fumble Sports on YouTube. So if you missed any part of that interview, you want to hear how, not just who he's picking, because he's picking a lot of favorites, but more importantly, how he's picking those favorites, how he's picking them to get finishes, where the plus money is. Make sure you go to our YouTube page, Butt Fumble Sports. That way you can check out that interview. Albert Einstein, hope you enjoyed that one. Guys, I'd be curious to know, just for a fun question, if you could see two athletes or two celebrities fight in an octagon, Zuckerberg, Musk style, who are the two that you'd like to see? Throw it in the comment section. Would love to see the fights that you guys would come up with. So our Mr. Octagon recommended LeBron James against J.J. Watt. Really kind of an interesting idea. Guys, put your celebrity fight, dream fight in the comment section. Who would it be? Who would you have as your two fighters, your two celebrities that would be battling it out in the octagon? Would love to hear some of your takes on this one. Trump versus Adam Schiff. Okay. Albert Einstein goes political right away. Interesting. Okay. What are some celebrity fights that you'd like to see happen in the octagon? What do we have? By the way, I got one for you. Who does he have beef with? Golf. Beef. I would love to see a fight between Brooks Koepka and Bryson DeChambeau. I would love to see an octagon fight between Brooks Koepka and Bryson DeChambeau. I would be there for that. Like, let's go. You would think that DeChambeau might, because he's bigger, would have the advantage. Nah. I am all about Brooks Koepka on that one. Hezbollah needs to get in the rink. Jorge bringing it. IP Shade, Kanye versus Pete Davidson. You feel like Kanye would win, and yet at the same time, I feel like Pete Davidson's like wiry. He's like an Irish fighter from like 1820. I don't know. Good play. Albert Einstein, yep, good picks. I like it. You guys are having fun watching and playing along with us at home. We have some picks to drop right now. I know we also have some celebrity shot picks. Tony, you have a celebrity shot pick to get up on the board, so let's get Tony up on the board. If any of you guys have a celebrity shot pick and we haven't put it up yet, write it in the comment section right now. Final few minutes of the show. Rangers money line, Braves money line. You are on the big board, Tony. So your celebrity shot picks are locked in. Get those picks in, everybody. Running out of time. running out of time. Get those picks in. Final few minutes of the show. IP Shade 45 came through, helped us out with our live goal today. So we've got some more picks to give out. I'm going to give out some stolen base picks right now. I do like Anthony Volpe to get a stolen base. I also do like Nico Horner. I'm going to put him up next to Cody Bellinger. Nico Horner to get a stolen base. I also like Tommy Edman. So those are 3 more stolen base picks for you. We've given out all of our long ball long shots of the day. Let's get some more game picks up on the board to say thank you to IP Shade 45. We are going to take the Guardians first 5 on the money line, and then the Guardians on the money line. We are also going to take the Athletics, Red Sox, yes to a run in the first inning. Athletics, Red Sox, yes to a run in the first inning. We will also take the Twins, first 5 money line. Twins on the money line. And we are also going to take the Pirates. If we put the Pirates Diamondbacks up there yet? As a game we did. Actually, we'll make the Twins our last play. So those are all the picks that we've put up on the board. Hope you guys have enjoyed our 2-hour show. It's amazing how quickly those 2 hours fly by every single day because of your support, your questions, your comments, you engaging with the show. So I want to give a big shout out to all of those who watched the show today. If you missed any of our picks, we're going to put them all on our website, buttfumblesports.com. That's buttfumblesports.com. You can check out all of our picks there. We're going to post those right now. Additionally, if you want a discount on our store, 20% discount on everything in our store, use the code JULY. Use the code JULY to get 20% off everything in our store. So go to buttfumblesports.com, check out all of our picks, go to our store, get yourself something, and use the promo code JULY to get 20% off. Additionally, if you missed any part of our show, you can watch it on YouTube. We're going to post the entire show in its entirety up on our YouTube page, Butt Fumble Sports. And if you missed our UFC expert, Mr. Octagon, giving out his picks, make sure you check out that interview. It will be clipped exclusively or separate, so you can check that interview out as well. In case any of you guys missed our picks, we're going to scroll very slowly through all of them right now. So here you go. All of our picks up on the screen. Put all of these picks up on the website in just about 5 minutes. So if you missed any of the picks that we just scrolled over and gave out during the show, make sure you go to our website, buttfumblesports.com. You'll see all of the picks that we've given out, plus all of the celebrity shot picks that you guys have made today. And again, if you guys wanted to get your celebrity shot pick in but weren't able to, you can tweet us at SportsFumble. You can tweet us at SportsFumble and get those celebrity shot picks in, or DM us on Instagram at ButtFumbleSports. So those are 2 ways. If you missed our show and you want to get your celebrity picks in, if you're watching the show on YouTube after the fact and you want to get your picks in, just tweet us or DM us, and as long as it comes in before the start of the game that you're picking, we will put that up on the Celebrity Shot Big Board as well. Appreciate all of you guys being with us today. Our show tomorrow is at 12 p.m. Eastern. Our show tomorrow, July 8th, is at 12 p.m. EST, everybody. So make sure you're following us. Hit that follow button. Hit that subscribe button, no matter the platform, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, or Kick. Make sure you're hitting that follow button. Make sure you subscribe. That way you know every time we're live. We are live every single day. I will be live later tonight for our night show, just ranting about sports with you guys, watching some of the games. But we are live for our 2-hour sports betting daily show, sports betting fantasy show. That is at 12 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. So if you guys want to follow us, make sure you do across our platforms. But we will see you at 12 p.m. Eastern time, Saturday, July 8th. That said, I say this at the end of every show. I hope you guys stay healthy. I hope you guys stay safe. I hope you guys have an absolutely wonderful afternoon and evening. I hope you have a great weekend. And of course, I hope you cash a lot of tickets both tonight and over the course of the weekend. We will see you tonight for our night show, or we will see you tomorrow afternoon, 12 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to join us tonight, can't wait to see you there, or join us tomorrow for another 2-hour show at 12 p.m. Eastern time.